So hi everyone, today's session is going to be about Claude 3.5 that was launched this week. And then again, as you see, there has been a lot of buzz around it. There's a constant competition going on with these different LLMs. So ChatGPT 4.0 was the buzz for a long time. And with Claude 3.5, Claude has actually taken the front seat. So you really want to check which of these large language models is ranking higher. There is one tool that I had mentioned earlier, and I'll go back to that. Yeah, it is chat.lmsys, basically large language model system. Okay. So this does have a leaderboard of all the large language models based on how people are using it and based on what output people are actually preferring in comparison to the other models. Okay, so you see, again, right now, the first one is GPT 4.0. However, Claude 3.5 was actually ahead of that in the last few days when it was launched. There's like a constant battle between the top three, and the scores are also pretty nearby, if you see. And these have been calculated on a lot of different parameters that you can also check below. This is more important for people who are into coding. However, even if you're not into that, it's still super fun. And I'll just show you some examples that I experimented with. The best part is that, again, it's free of cost. The latest model is free of cost. So it beats GPT 4.0 in that because GPT 4.0 gave you limited access to the coding aspect of it. And then I remember just after using it like 7 or 8 times, it used to ask me to wait for one more day. And then I just ended up paying for the higher model because of the frequency of use. I'll just show you how you can use this new feature within Claude, and that is called as artifacts. So basically, you just need to go to claude.ai. That's the usual website. If you've not used the experimental feature before, basically I have it shown over here as an experimental feature. Okay, so if I click on it, it shows me artifacts. Okay, so basically what artifacts does is it will create large text documents, it will create code snippets, and it'll also give you mock-ups of websites within less than a minute of anything you ask it to do. Okay, so basically your left side will be where you prompt Claude, and your right side will be the place where all the code will be visible instantaneously. And the best part is that not just the code, you can also immediately see the output of the code. I'll just quickly show you a demo of what I mean because that's when the real power will be visible. Okay, and you simply have to just toggle it on in order to use it. So now I have toggled it on and I'll give you one way. Okay, let's say I am creating a calendar app. Okay, that's one part of what my startup does. Just assume that, and I'll just prompt Claude saying that create a clone of Google Calendar. Just that, just very simple. Create a clone of Google Calendar. Okay, now just see the magic happen. Okay, so it is creating all the code on the right side of the screen. It's done in just like 10 seconds and it has the app ready as well. Okay, so that is how cool Claude is. Like it can create apps, it can create websites in less than minutes, in less than a minute and give you. Okay, so that's how it is. Pretty. So this is the artifact. I can just switch it on and off. Like if I need it or no, I can change the font, whatever I can, I can also, yeah. So I can basically switch between these two different modes within artifacts. Okay, so artifacts has a code view. So if you are a coder and if you really want to get specific, you want to change some things over here, go ahead and make changes to this code. And if you just want to see the output of that entire code, you have to click on the preview icon. Create a website out of whatever I have here in the code. I can simply implement it within WordPress, or yeah, or many other features are available, right? Okay, let's say this is a very simple calendar and maybe I want some more features. I can also go ahead and say that make the UI better, or I can just say add a button at the bottom to add a new event. So yeah, I can basically customize it without, let's say there's a person who has no idea of how to code. I can simply communicate with Claude in natural language and I can make any change happen. So it's that powerful now. Okay. Oh, see, you see, there's an add event button that was not there earlier. So I can add event, I can just type in anything and I can do that. Okay. Let's try and see if this works. Okay. So let's say 28th June. What's the year? 2024. It does not have a time. It does not have a time slot, but that's fine. Okay, so the event was added here. Okay, so basically that's how you can simply just communicate with it in natural language and make it happen. Yeah. So people on Twitter have been trying out this since the date was rolled. So yeah, something as interactive as this was also built on Claude. Basically, if you want to invest in an index fund, and if you just sort of want to see how your money will compound, and if you want this toggle option of choosing how many years and all of that, it could be done, right? What you can do is yeah, what a lot of people are doing, they're taking screenshots or snippets of what they like the most. So let's say we can sort of create a clone of any website. We'll move on to a memory card game. Okay, I'll just go ahead with create a memory card game. That's it. Okay, I'm not going to complicate my prompts today. I just want to show you this experimental feature. Okay, so it understood what the task is and it said, let's create a new artifact for this game. It's creating the entire code. Code is ready. I think it took 7 or 8 seconds. The preview of the game is ready. Okay, so this was it. Wow, this is so cool, right? Like something like this, I think it's very cool if you want to add an interactive element on your website. But yeah, very nice and unique features are available. So this is what you can do. Okay, now that I have enabled artifacts, it should always be active no matter any new chat I start. Okay, you can simply go ahead and turn it off if you don't want to use it. Let's try one more. Create an app for an e-commerce store that sells fine jewelry. Let's see what it does. Okay, it has started working with Artifact. Okay, so it's given like a base version of the app. So basically, you can see a cart. It has a cart with 0 items. It has some diamond ring, some images, random, uh, random price tags, add to cart, and all of that. So what you can also do is, if you have some pieces of an e-commerce store that you want to run, you could just upload those images and that'll appear here. So all of that is very easy to do and very easy to sort of change. Now, this is something that I'm going to try right now that I've not really tried before. So make the user interface better. Let's say that this website is very simple. We want like a better, catchy website with good colors, sorry, app with good colors and better buttons and all of that. So I'll just say make the UI better. Okay, I'm just going to give it very simple prompts that it does not get confused like managing a lot of things together. Okay, so it's working. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it is basically just changed background color, added some font color, changed this. It's given a nice, it's given some sort of a logo for Lux Gems. But yeah, basically the better you prompt it, the better it will provide the output.